Hey guys, it's Nina Soul. I am here with another DIY. I am going to be showing you guys today how to make these little pouches. You can use them to put your tarot cards in. You can use them for Mojo bags. I'm making mine with fleece material, but you can make yours with whatever material you want. If you have some I don't know, like some curtains that are, you know, like the material's really nice, but they're really old curtains and you don't know what to do with them. This would be a great option to use some of that fabric. That way you don't feel like you're just throwing out old curtains. Make something new out of them. So this is pretty much what I'm going to be showing you guys how to make. It is just a pouch with a drawstring. And you can close it, and whatever you put in there will stay in there. And this is just I guess this would be more of a DIY on a budget video, because you don't really need, you know, you don't need a sewing machine, you don't need anything really special, just yarn, some material, like if you have leftover fabric from another craft that you did, a crafting project that you did, you can use that leftover fabric. You can use, like I said, the possibilities are endless. You could even use, you know, if you're wanting to make a Mojo bag for a relative or a friend of yours, you can use an old t-shirt that they had, cut it up and make it into one of these pouches, and you could, you know, do a spell for them in it if you wanted to. So today I am going to be doing a bigger version of this. That way you guys could see what it is that I'm doing. You guys could see it clearly. And also because I need a bigger tarot bag, because I want to be able to keep my my everyday witches deck with the book. And the book is like really huge. So I need something a little bit bigger. And let's see, I have a tarot bag that is already big, and this almost fits in there, but the book just, it won't go all the way in, and I don't want to mess up the bag because, you know, it's a really pretty tarot bag. Actually, I'll go get it really quick. So this is the one that I had tried to fit that book inside of, but it was just a little bit too small, which this is like actually the first, I don't know, the first deck that I've had that actually had a book this big. I haven't had a book this big that came with like regular decks or other decks. So this book is probably the same size as the bag, but then if I put this book in there, I won't be able to close this pouch up. So I'm going to use this tarot bag for another deck that I have. And we do have these available in our shop. They are from Witchy Co. And, you know, if you guys are wanting to get yourselves a really, sorry you guys, our money's working. If you guys are wanting to get yourselves a really cute tarot bag, you guys can come into our shop. We have these available there. I think Witch Moon also has their own, I don't know if it's an Etsy shop or I know that they have their own, oh, it is an Etsy shop. So it's moonwitchco.etsy.com. And these bags have really cute charms on them, and there's a toggle, and it pulls together really nice. These are actually hand sewn, so these are made to last, and they're strong, and she can make them in any kind of fabric. We have like some Harry Potter ones like this over at the shop too. So, you know, if you guys are in the Chicago area and want to come and purchase one of her tarot bags from us, you guys can come into the shop. And if you are not in the Chicago area, you can go to her website and still purchase one of these cute bags for yourself. But if you are a witch on a budget and you are not skilled at sewing, you can make your own, and you know, it's not going to be as high quality, but so I don't know. I'm going to show you guys how I make these tarot bags or Mojo bags or whatever you want to use this bag for, DIY on a budget. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some fabric. You are going to need a hot glue gun on high heat, glue sticks, yarn, whatever colors you want to use. I'm using this color with this color yarn because I kind of want to stay like the same colors as the book, because I don't know, I want to do it that way. And you're going to need a measuring tool, a ruler, or a measuring tape if you have one, or even one of those sewing, like from the sewing kits. You can use those. Just something to measure with. And you're going to need a scissors. So I am actually going to use the book as kind of my guide, because I want this bag to be able to close and then still have some excess. And it's better to leave yourself too much space than you know, cutting too much off, because at the end, if you need to cut more fabric off, you'll be able to cut more. But if you cut it too short right now, you're not going to have, it's better to have too much than to have too little. So this is about the size that I want to keep it for my book, and I know my deck will fit perfectly in there, because I'm going to leave it some, you know, some extra space so I can put some more stuff in there. So, you know, measuring it around whatever it is that you're wanting to put in it. If you're wanting to just make like a Mojo bag, you can, I think for this one, what did I do? I think I did like 6 inches wide. 6 inches wide by 7 or 8, probably 8 inches tall. And then after all the folding and the gluing and everything, you get a smaller bag than what you're thinking you're going to get. So that's why I'm saying that you kind of want to leave yourself some extra, just in case you, you know, miscalculate, or you think it's going to be enough, but it's not going to. So I'm going to use this whole part of the material, and I'll measure it right now, that way you guys could see kind of what I mean. So right now I am at 2 feet 6 inches long. And I'm gonna wanna leave some excess over off to the side too, because you're gonna be gluing on the sides, and you're also gonna be gluing on the top and the bottom part. So, you know, you want to leave yourself a good amount of space. This I'm going to leave about 3 inches in. And then over here, I'm going to do another 3 inches in. So then right there, I'm just going to need a pen. And then you want to mark your 3. And you don't have to be really precise. I'm not, you know, it doesn't have to be real accurate. Just try to get it. You want to try to get it. I think I could probably just fold it and then cut it. You just want to try to get it as even as possible. But after you glue it, you're not even really going to be able to tell the difference anyway. So I'm just going to go halfway, and then I'll just end up folding the fabric over and then using this side as like a guide. See, now you kind of got a guide right there. So you see how it's not like perfect. There's like some ridges on there. If you can go back and cut some of it, then cut it. If not, I mean, it's not a big deal, because once you glue it, you'll be able to kind of fix that a little bit more. Just looks a little bit uneven. Let's even that out. There. Okay. Now you got this much material, and then also remember that you're gonna be kind of working inside out. The way that this is gonna be, you're gonna be doing the project, and then you're gonna be pulling it. Let's see, I'll show you. This is what I mean. So with this one, this was actually 2 pieces of fabric that I put together, whereas this was like my trial one when I just started making them, so that way I could you know, see what was gonna work better. And I find it easier that if you just keep a whole sheet of material, it works better. But if you only have like leftover fabric remnants that are like squares, you can also glue those together and do the same project. If you only have like, you know, squares of fabric that you don't want to waste, that you don't know what to do with, you could do something like this. But basically you're gonna be gluing everything on the inside and then folding it, putting it inside out, and then that's how you create your bag. So, you know, I'm gonna use this one as kind of that way you guys can see. Alright. So what you're gonna do once your glue gun is really hot, you want it to be on high heat, like I said. You're just gonna wanna leave yourself, let's see, you wanna leave yourself about 4 inches up on top and up on bottom. So when you fold these, you want there to be about 4 inches that don't have any glue on them. And this is a no-sew method, so you do not need a sewing machine to do this project. And it's really easy and cheap, and you can pretty much do these with whatever color fabric, whatever kind of fabric. If you're upcycling fabric that you don't want to throw out, this is a really good way to use those leftover pieces that you have. That way you're not being wasteful. And you're going to want to be really careful since you are dealing with a high heat glue gun. And you've seen I put a lot of glue, so make sure you're heavy handed on the glue. If you're using a thinner fabric, it'd probably be good for you to have something underneath it just to protect, you know, your surface area. But this fabric's pretty thick, so I don't really need anything. And then you're gonna do the same to the other side. Again, you're gonna leave about 4 inches up on top and up on bottom. You're not gonna want those to stick together because you're gonna be putting some glue on there next. Oh shit. Yeah, be careful that you do not put your fingers on that glue. If you miss a little bit on the edges, you can just put some more glue inside of there. Just be careful that you do not drip this glue on your fingers. Okay, and then you are gonna take your yarn. If you have ribbon, you can also use ribbon. You don't have to use yarn. Just whatever you have on hand. I think I'm actually gonna double my string because this bag is gonna be a bigger bag, so I want the drawstring. I want the drawstring to be a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna go ahead and double this up. And you can get real creative with this. You could even put little, you know, if you wanted to put like patches on it, like you could put a patch, you could put rhinestones, you could put, you know, whatever you want to decorate your string with, you could. I'll probably end up putting, you know, my own twist to this after. This is just going to be just the basic how-to. So what I did was I cut a really long string, one that I know will go around this bag. And I doubled it, so I'm gonna go at the two ends. I'm gonna leave a nice piece of excess like that, and then just tie that like that. So now I have a double string. See? So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to have your string. And you see how I folded this part? I told you were going to need like that 4 inches of excess up top. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your string or your ribbon, whatever it is you decide to use. You want to put that right there. Then you're going to want to fold this over to where it ends, right here where the glue stops at. You'll see what I mean. You can't really pull it apart too good. So you're gonna know right there, that's where your string ends. So this part right here, you're gonna fold this flap over like that, and this is where you're gonna put your glue. After you put your glue there, You want to put a good line of glue because you want this to be very strong. Put a good line of glue. Again, if you use low heat, like a low heat glue gun, I cannot guarantee that this pouch is gonna last you very long. It's important that you use a high heat glue gun because it gets the glue really hot. It also helps to bind the fabrics together. So that's why you want to use a high heat glue gun. And then you could even put this, you can wash this even. If you use high heat, you can actually wash this like by hand, like with cold water and everything, and you'd be able to hang it to dry and everything. So it's pretty sturdy. But like I said, it's not, you know, it's not, you're not gonna get like it's not like the handmade stitched kind that I just showed you by Moon Witch. Hers are really nice tarot bags. So, but if you're just wanting to, like I said, if you're just wanting to make yourself something quick, easy, and simple and cheap, then this would be your next option. So you're gonna go ahead and glue that. Then carefully you wanna go ahead and put that back down. And then push it, sticking the two fabrics together. Then you're gonna flip the pouch and wrap this way. Again, you're gonna fold it all the way down to where the glue won't let you go anymore. And then fold that back over. Then you're gonna go ahead and put a good amount of glue. Keep these sticks handy, you guys, because you are gonna use a lot of them. And there you go. Then you're gonna go ahead and push this back over. And you're gonna wanna let that go ahead and cool. I just kind of kept pushing it down just to kind of get it to the glue to spread a little bit more and the fabric to adhere to itself. And then once that cools down, then you can go ahead and flip it inside out. You see the nice edges that you got on there because I made sure I glued it all the way to the end. You get like a nice, you wouldn't even be able to tell that this was not sewn together. And if you did it properly, you should be able to, well, you want to probably adjust your, I'm going to adjust this first because I didn't make sure it was even when I put it. So now it's even over here. So then what I'm going to do over here at these ends, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, I'm going to tie it right where it's supposed to stop. That way the strings don't go all uneven. But what it will allow you to do once you pull it, it's drawstring. And then if you wanted to, if you want to keep this to where you can't untie it easy, I just go like a little half knot. And it's still, you know, like it's easy to untie this because it's like a loop. You didn't go all the way through. So when you want to untie it, you just hold it from the knot and pull. Oops. Maybe not do that. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Maybe that's not a good idea. I didn't realize that that knot was going to get in my way. So anyway, if you want to be able to do that, just don't put that first knot in it that I did, because that's gonna stop you from going through. I'll probably just cut these right here. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. This second. There. I think I like that better. Not such a long string on it. Cause see, then when you open it, it almost looks like a book with like a little bookmark hanging out of it. That's kind of how it looks. So now I have a tarot bag that's gonna fit this book in it. And this tarot deck, and I'll be able to put some crystals in here. I could even keep this. I could even keep this whole box in here. You know, it'll fit right in there with the whole box even. Babe, let me call you right back. I'm doing a video. Alright, bye. Okay. So I could even keep this whole box in here. I have a lot of space in this. This is a huge tarot bag, or, you know, whatever you end up using this bag for. But it's a nice tarot bag. See, I could keep the whole box in there. And then it has a drawstring on it. So now nobody can see what I have in here, and you know, I keep everything protected. You can do whatever it is that you want to do to this. You could decorate however you want, you know, make it your own. You know, if you wanted to get like some puffy paint, you could do like some puffy paint designs on it, some sigils, some whatever it is, your, you know, a pentacle or whatever. You could do whatever you want on this bag. So that is how I make a pouch on a budget. And that's it. If you guys end up making one of these for yourself, and you would like to share a video or even share pictures of what it was that you created, you can message me on the Spiritual Vibes and Soul Sisters page, or you could tag us in your video. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. That way you guys can see future upcoming videos. And don't forget to thumbs up. I will see you guys at the next video. Blessed be. So I just wanted to quick show you guys what I did with mine. I decorated the front. It says Everyday Witch because it's for the Everyday Witch tarot deck. And I made a pentacle behind it, and I used these tulip fabric markers to do this part. So you can go ahead and, you know, decorate it however you want. You could draw whatever you want on it. You could put the title or the name of the deck that you're planning on keeping in here on the front so that you know which deck is in here. And I did fix this part, so it was that knot that was getting in the way. So if you're wanting to make like a knot in your drawstring, you could just make sure that you don't have that knot that I had put, the knot that I had put earlier, which is now the end knot. So this is that end knot. I don't know if you remember when I had the bag open like this and then I put the knot right here. So this is gonna be your knot that you're gonna use as your end. And then when you close it like that, you can go ahead and, since there's no longer a knot here, it's not going to get stuck. So you can do that halfway, that loop, like how I was trying to do earlier, but then I got into a knot. So you can do that loop on there and it'll stay like that. And then when you want to pull it out, you just hold it by the knot and you pull the strings out, and then there you go. It'll open right back up. So that's it, you guys. That has been another DIY, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you at the next one.